Hey, welcome to Fat and Broke and Fit and Rich, where in 6 months I go from living in my mom's basement to being being 60 pounds lighter and making $10,000 a month in my businesses, along with three other goals that you can search for my other videos what they are. This video I quickly want to touch upon goal number 3, which is $10,000 a month in businesses, which I made a video about, quite a long video about how this is going to be the hardest goal of mine. And I want to offer some advice and impart you with some wisdom in terms of, your work life, being an entrepreneur, if you are, just essentially standing your ground more. I made a video about how the people who have the pathology of kind of a narcissistic or sociopathic or psychopathic pathology tend to do well in business and exceed in the workplace especially and make good money because they're able to, I guess for lack of a better term, manipulate people. So for us who are normal, majority of people, and even if you're empathetic, if you are a very big feeler for other people, right? This could be like, this is difficult. It's almost like a disadvantage in capitalism. It's like a disadvantage, to actually give a shit about people, in terms of making money in this world where it's dog eat dog. It comes at a disadvantage in many ways. The salesman will tell you the opposite. They'll say, no, you're solving people's issues and this and that. And that's all well and good, but you can't deny that the people who kind of make it to the top, if you will, leadership positions tend to be one of those three pathologies earlier discussed. So, my advice to you, and I guess what I'm trying to do in terms of business as someone who's always felt cringy making content that I'm going to monetize, doing sales, things like that, but I have to survive now. I simply have to. I have no choice. And take this with a grain of salt. This is not meant to be literal, but have a degree of narcissism, okay? Consciously choose to be a little bit, and it's tough, but try to play the role of boundary setter. Try to play the role of, stand up for yourself, for lack of a better term, but I want to describe it in a way that is like a little bit more ruthless. Be a little bit more ruthless and feel a little less bad because you know that you already are a good person in your heart of hearts and your soul and that you're not going to lose that. So play the role a little bit in order to survive. In fact, we already do that to survive in this world, whether or not we want to or like it. So I guess that's what I'm going to try to do to reach goal 3, is to play that role a little bit more of the enforcer, of the ruthless a little bit. But it's just a role, and I certainly am not going to play it to the extent of someone who actually does.